Rounds. Oh, down goes Broner. Lunging, he drops Valdez.
What's up, guys? Today we'll be predicting Adrien Broner versus Blair Cobbs. I predicted Adrien Broner wins this fight by decision, beats Blair Cobbs by decision. Now, Adrien Broner is a 4-division world champion. You don't just become a 4-division world champion. He has a high skill level. He has fought many top opponents like Manny Pacquiao, Mikey Garcia, Sean Porter. Now, he hasn't defeated all the top opponents he's fought, but he's dropped Sean Porter, and he's never been KO'd or knocked out. He was a great fighter, but is he still the same level? We're going to be talking about his recent performances. Now, recently versus Bill Hutchinson, he did really well. He was effective. He scored good punches, but he couldn't finish Hutchinson. He dominated most of the rounds. He dominated almost all the rounds, and Hutchinson barely had a moment. But Broner still couldn't finish him. He still performed pretty good. You can see highlights of Adrien Broner up above. Now, compared to his older fight in 2021 versus Giovanni Santiago, he didn't do a very good job. He scored 98 out of 338 punches or so, compared to Giovanni Santiago's 217 punches scored. 207 punches scored out of 697 punches. You could see Santiago had connected more than double the punches as compared to Broner. Broner was luckily gifted a decision win, which he shouldn't have been gifted, but that was a complete robbery, and it shouldn't have happened. He didn't even outpunch Santiago in one round. Santiago scored more punches in every single round and tied only one round. So you can already see he's struggling versus much more active boxers. Scoring 98 when your opponent scored 200, that's a huge difference. Now versus Manny Pacquiao, the fight before Giovanni Santiago, he did even worse, scoring a total of 50 punches out of 290. Whereas Manny scored 112 punches from 568, more than double the punches again versus Broner. You can see Broner in his most recent fights isn't being active enough compared to his opponents. He did well versus Hutchinson, but he still couldn't finish Hutchinson. And he survived Pacquiao and did relatively good, but still scored less than half the punches. And versus Giovanni Santiago, same thing. Now Broner's good, but how good? Now let's talk about Cobbs before I give the prediction. Now for Cobbs, Blair Cobbs is a very unique style, but he opens up so much. He scores many punches and he enters in many unique ways and throws punches from down and from up, but he also takes many punches. He got knocked down in many fights versus different opponents. Now versus Maurice Hooker, his last opponent, he did very well, knocked him down even 3 times. But still, Maurice had his moments and sometimes, but Blair Cobbs mostly dominated. Blair Cobbs couldn't finish Maurice, but he won by decision, knocking him down 3 times. You can see highlights of Cobbs up above. Now versus Alexis Rocha, Blair's style got him many good punches scored on Rocha, but Alexis Rocha was too forward, too dominant, so he couldn't use his style to win that fight. Rocha was very aggressive and very focused on Cobbs and kept charging in, not letting him relax. Cobbs' strategy didn't work out there, and he eventually got knocked down by Rocha and then became KO'd, and then got KO'd. So you could see versus some higher level fighters, Cobbs couldn't win, or his style couldn't make him win or get an advantage. He also TKO'd Brad Solomon, so he has some power, but as we said, he also takes many punches. You can see highlights of Cobbs up above. So now you heard my thoughts on both, so now the prediction. I predicted Adrien Broner wins this fight by decision, beats Blair Cobbs by decision. He's a higher level fighter, he's more technical, he knows how to survive, he's fought versus people who have power and survived. He survived the legend Manny Pacquiao and didn't do too bad, but didn't get close to winning. Now Broner is a top level fighter, not very active and not in his prime, but he's still a good fighter. He's just a higher level fighter, whereas Cobbs has some power, can take some punches, exciting, but he's already been stopped and knocked down and even knocked out. So my prediction is Adrien Broner wins by unanimous decision. Very low chance of TKO. Thank you all for watching and see you all next time.
Bigger than Cobbs, doesn't he? Like nervous energy right now moving around. Oh, nice shot by Cobbs.